Welcome to video 17 in our low-code application development training series. Last time, we covered user management in eCase-based systems and how to create organizations. Today, we will dive into an essential aspect of system security, creating roles. Let's jump in. Imagine your eCase-based system as a vibrant office complex where roles are the keys that determine what users can do. Just like not everyone should have the same key to every room, different users need varying levels of access. By creating roles, we can assign appropriate permissions to each user, ensuring both security and efficiency. In today's tutorial, we will walk through how to create a specific role, Complainant. This role is vital for users who open complaints in the system. Setting up roles like the Complaint Manager, Compliance Officer follows a similar process. Now that we have roles, we can move on to groups and users. Groups help streamline permissions for multiple users, making system access easier to manage. In eCase-based systems, a group is essentially a collection of authenticated users with shared privileges. It is like a team where everyone has the same level of access, allowing for efficient management. To get started, let's head to the Roles section. We will navigate to Settings, then Security, and finally Roles. Think of this spot as your central hub for defining permissions. In the Roles section, we will see a list of existing roles, but our mission today is to create a new one. So, we will go ahead and click the Add New button to bring up the new role data entry form. First up, let's set up the General tab. Here, we will enter Complainant as the role name. For description, we will write user who opens complaints in the system. This helps everyone understand what this role is all about. In the Organization field, we will select System Organization so that this role is automatically linked to the primary structure of the system. Moving to the Access Rights tab, we won't grant any special permissions, meaning complainants won't manage and configure other parts of the system. Now, let's head to the Policies section. Here, we will inherit policies from the organization to keep things consistent. On the Workflow Actions tab, we will allow the complainant to create and submit complaints. This is their primary function. Finally, on the Data Security tab, we will grant the complainant the ability to view, edit, and delete their complaints in their inbox for effective management. Once we fill in all necessary info, we will click Save and Close. Congratulations, you have just created the complainant role. Creating the other roles like the Complaint Manager and Compliance Officer is quite similar. For the Complaint Manager, we will outline their role in overseeing complaint processes and grant permissions to edit, approve, and close complaints. For the Compliance Officer, we will ensure that they have the necessary permissions to check that resolutions meet all standards. There we have it. We have explored how to create roles in our eCase-based system, ensuring users have the right level of access based on their responsibilities. Just a quick reminder, setting up roles is just one part of keeping your system secure. Regularly reviewing and adjusting these permissions will help you meet your organization's evolving needs. To access the Groups section, we will navigate to Settings, Security, Groups. Here we will see a list of existing groups along with their names and descriptions. Now let's create a new group together. We will set up the Head Office Complaint Managers group, responsible for overseeing complaint processes in the head office. We will click the Add New button to open the new group data entry form. In this form, we will start by entering a name for the group, which in our case will be Head Office Complaint Managers group. Next, we will provide a brief description. Oversees complaint processes and ensures timely resolution at the head office. We will select Head Office from the organization's drop-down, then pick the appropriate role, like Complaint Manager, to grant the necessary permissions. Once everything is filled out, we will click Save and Close, and voila! We have just created a new group to help manage users. After creating our first group, we will move on to setting up next ones needed for our system. First, we will establish the North Region Office Complaint Managers group to oversee complaint processes in the North Region Office. Then we will create the South Region Office Complaint Managers Group for similar responsibilities in the South. Next, we will bring in the Complainants Group for users who open complaints in the system. Finally, we will add the Compliance Officers Group, ensuring that all complaint resolutions meet both internal and external standards. Now that we have our groups, let's move on to users. Each user is an individual or system identity that has access to the system and can belong to multiple groups, allowing for tailored privileges. To see the Users section, we will head over to Settings, Security, Users. Here, we can view a list of all registered users, including their names, organizations, email addresses, and statuses. Let's add our first user to the newly created group. We will start with John Doe, who is joining the Head Office Complaint Managers group. So, we will click the Add User button to open the new user data entry form. In this form, we will choose Head Office as the organization. Then for the group, we will select Head Office Complaint Managers Group. Now let's fill in Joan's details. Joan for the first name, Doe for the last name, john.doe@example.com for the email, and 555-123-4567 for the phone number. When it comes to the username, we will enter jdoe and then create a secure password for him. Next, we will set the user's status to active. Since we use security questions for added protection, we will pick a predefined question and enter the answer. For extra security, we will enable the two-factor authentication and choose SMS as the delivery method. Once everything is set, we will click Save and Close to complete John's profile. Next, we will add more users. Jane Smith will join the North Region Office Complaint Managers group to oversee complaints in the North. Emily Brown will be part of the South Region Office Complaint Managers group, handling similar tasks in the South. Michael Lee will be added to the Complainants group for users who open complaints. Sarah Johnson will join the Compliance Officers group, ensuring complaint resolutions meet all standards. And that's it. We have successfully created our groups and added users to streamline complaint management. In this session, we explored how to enhance system security and manage user access by creating roles, groups, and users. Roles define permissions at an individual level, while groups allow for efficient management across teams, and users bring these roles to life by accessing and interacting with the system. Stay tuned for more tutorials on maximizing your eCase system's potential.